guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be my hair care routine for 2021. Now I do an updated hair care routine video pretty much every single year to kind of tell you what are the new hair care tips, or like not tips exactly, but what have I changed up in my hair care routine in the past span of like 1 year. I did a hair care routine, I'm pretty sure, one last year, but it was a little bit earlier in the year, like maybe Feb or March. Again, to be very honest, I don't clearly remember, but I definitely know for sure that it's been over a year since I've shared a hair care routine, so I thought it was time, even though I'm a little bit late, but better late than never for sure. Now I have to say that in the past 1 year my hair has gone through a lot. So from going cruelty free to then finding cruelty free shampoo options when it comes to hair care was very hard. I feel like I tried out so many things that did not work for my hair, and some that were not the worst, but they definitely weren't the best either, to now trying cruelty free options which have basically, I don't want to say ruined my hair, but my hair is definitely not the same like it was earlier. So I feel like when it comes to products, I've struggled a lot in the past 1 year. But now that TRESemmé has gone cruelty free recently, I did share it on my Instagram. But if you're not following me on my Instagram, you totally should. By the way, I will have my ID down below. Total shameless plug. But yeah, apart from that, now that TRESemmé is cruelty free, I'm really excited to go back to TRESemmé shampoos, and I hope that they work for my hair like they used to earlier. But yeah, I do already have a few shampoos that I don't want to waste. I don't want to just throw them away, so I'm using them, and I'm trying to like figure out what I can do, how I can make them work for me, and it's definitely a struggle. By the way, I'm not gonna focus this video too much on the products that I've been using, because again, I've been experimenting a lot and a lot of things haven't been working for me, and I want to share what works for me instead of what doesn't work for me. But yeah, I mainly want to focus more on how I've shifted my hair care routine, what steps I do, and all of that. So first of all, let me tell you, I'm a very basic person when it comes to hair care. I don't use a lot of hair care products. I don't heat style my hair a ton. I don't use products like hairsprays, heat protectants. I occasionally do when I'm heat styling. Sometimes I have to be honest, I forget, and because I'm not used to heat styling a lot, I feel like it's not always in the back of my mind that I have to use a heat protectant before I heat style. So I have forgotten a couple of times to like use heat protectant before heat styling my hair. But yeah, I did a little bit of heat styling in February because it was my one of my really close friends' wedding, and there were like a ton of functions, and for every function I used to either straighten my hair or curl my hair or do something like that. So that 1 week I was doing a little bit of heat styling, but heat styling my hair was not a part of my routine in general in life, so do keep that in mind. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I have pretty straight hair. It is color treated as well. I did color my hair for the first time last year in Feb 2020. So yes, I have done balayage in my hair with more warm tones, and my hair wasn't bleached when I was coloring my hair, and the color is still pretty good. It's not faded or anything. The hairstylist, who's also my friend, used very good quality color, and I did it at a good place as well. So that is kind of like a little bit of history when it comes to my hair. Also, I had very long, very thick, very voluminous hair as a child, which of course I have damaged and cut and done a ton of stuff over time. But yeah, a little bit of background when it comes to my hair I thought would be good. Apart from that, what my routine includes is me washing my hair, and I used to use a hair mask as well in my hair after washing my hair. But now I've changed up things a little bit. So what I do now is, the day I'm gonna wash my hair, I wake up a little early, and I like dampen my hair. I make it really nice and wet, and then I apply the hair mask in my hair. I let it stay in and like moisturize and condition my hair for around I want to say half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes, and then I jump into the shower and wash my hair. I mainly focus the shampoo on my scalp, obviously, where I'm not putting in any hair mask, but I also just lightly shampoo, I would say, the ends also, because sometimes the hair mask doesn't come off from the ends of the hair. Again, that depends from hair mask to hair mask. Most of the time it doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. So then I lightly shampoo the ends as well, like the main, like the length part, and then also the ends as well. and that's what my shampooing routine looks like. And then after shampooing, like after I'm jumping out of the shower, I do put in a hair serum or like some sort of leave-in conditioner in my hair as well. Again, I'm trying to find out some really good options which are cruelty free as well, so I will share product recommendations eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course I cannot live without dry shampoo. Like even today, this is my third day hair and there is not too much volume again because I've tied my hair in a ponytail, but it doesn't look super oily if you see, because of dry shampoo. I have used the Batiste Divine and Dark dry shampoo in my hair today. That's the one that I use pretty much all the time, and it's one that is like foolproof. Like whenever I'm using it, I know it's gonna work, which is something I absolutely freakingly love. I've raved about it enough for years and years and years. But yeah, that's my favorite dry shampoo, and that is pretty much again what my hair care routine looks like for the most part. The reason I wanted to do this video is because I wanted to share the pre-hair mask instead of post-hair mask when it comes to like shampooing. So I do hair mask before instead of after. I feel like that's majorly the only thing that has changed in my hair care routine. Of course, the products have changed a little bit because of the brand and stuff. Because yeah, earlier a lot of hair care products I was using was not cruelty free, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, I will be sharing with you some recommendations throughout the rest of 2021. Hopefully by the end of the year I'm able to find some good products. But yeah, I just wanted to share this little quick. I know normally my videos are a lot longer because I'm talking more about products and all of that stuff, but I didn't want to just include some for the sake of it. Of course, you have seen my tried and true favorite products in other videos as well, like hair masks, like of course the Batiste shampoo, like I mentioned, Batiste dry shampoo, sorry, not shampoo, the Batiste dry shampoo. And if you want some hair mask recommendations, the ones that I would share that are cruelty free, the one by Wow that has a sunflower on the packaging. I think it's the one for dry and damaged hair. That's like a favorite. It's a cult favorite. I know Wow is not the most ethical brand out there. Some of their marketing, some of their some things that they do are not the cleanest and the best. But that particular hair mask, I don't know why I'm saying shampoo for every single thing. The Wow hair mask, like that particular variant, I truly love, and I truly think it's amazing. It's one I'm waiting to repurchase. By the way, I'm gonna no buy for June. Again, in case you don't follow me on my Instagram, you wouldn't know that. But yeah, I'm waiting for June to get over, so just because I can repurchase that product. And the plum one is also amazing. I currently have that in my collection as well. The macadamia. Earlier I just used to say plum hair mask and you knew which one I'm talking about, but now they have a new one as well, so I feel like I need to mention the OG one, which is the olive and macadamia hair mask, is the one I love. I haven't tried out the new one, so I don't know how they differ. Hoping to try it sometime so I can give you like a comparison of the two. But yeah, those are my product recommendations that I have. If you want some, those are like OG. I've used them for years and they're also cruelty free, so I can still use them. But when it comes to shampoo and hair serums, I unfortunately don't have recommendations for you at the moment, but I'm really hoping that I can give you some recommendations by the end of the year. So yeah, fingers crossed. Say a prayer for me. But yeah, that's it for this video. I don't want to just continue rambling and making this video like 20 minutes long, even though it doesn't need to be. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. I hope that you found it a teeny tiny bit helpful, not really that helpful, but yeah, I still hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.